Hey guys, it's Jessie, and this last week from December 27th through the 2nd of January, I was in New York for my winter break, and I just can't wait to show you how my week went. And by the way, yes, I am sick. That's why I sound a little bit, weird. I will be narrating because I didn't take the video throughout the whole time that I was there. I did take some pictures, so I will just be telling you guys what happened and all the adventures and stuff, so let's get started. Oh my god, the tickets! I can't believe it, it's all booked here. Oh my goodness, I just can't believe this is happening. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm packing. Security stresses me out. I'm sorry. Is there anybody else like that? Or maybe it's just me?
So there's my little mini suitcase right there. And I got my book bag on. My outfit. Really playing the part of New York. So I'll be there at 11:05 supposedly. Right now we're heading to the airport.
So here you can see that I finally arrived, and we were at a train station, and he was just, dancing in the background. And he's an amazing dancer. He can actually dance. Yeah. So after the first day, we were at the train station. I met one of his friends at his house, and say hi to his family, thank them for welcoming me and everything, and just put my suitcase away because I don't want to be dragging that all over the city, to be honest. And yeah, that was the day. I just started unpacking. The next day though, it was the 28th, and we went to this market. It was like an Asian market in this town called Flushing. It's in Queens. It's amazing. I can't even explain it. They just had this little food court there, and everyone was eating, and it looked so delicious. The food smells amazing, and everything was great. We moved on then to look at a fish market that was still in this little center, like a building, like if it was a mall. And we went onto the second floor, I believe, or the ground floor. We saw fishes, and there was crab, this huge mean looking crab in the background, and I was like, whoa, I did not see you there. Hello, Mr. Krabs, don't eat me. Going back to his house, we needed to take the bus with the transportation back, and we had a little situation with the money. Over there they don't accept dollar bills, so this is what happened.
So Elgin and I didn't have enough money to go on a bus, and we needed 10 or 5 cents, and look what we find. We found a dime. And what else did we find? We found a penny. I swear. Oh my god, this is some Illuminati type of stuff. I'm not even kidding you. We're somewhere in Queens. I think it's called Flushing.
So we did get to go on the next bus going back to his house, and all was well. So the next day after that, the whole day we just didn't do anything. We were lazy. We woke up late, so we just decided to go out and eat, and that was a day to try new things, especially with food. And we went to this place called Tomo, and it's a Japanese restaurant where they serve sushi. So I tried sushi for the first time. I liked it. I can't say that I loved it, but I really liked it. I enjoyed it. We just went around, tried a lot of restaurants. There was a street cart, and it had meat on a stick, like a kebab. So good, so good. And we tried some Filipino food, and that was spring rolls. So good. Oh my goodness, with the sauce, I don't even know what it was. So good. We went to a Malaysian food. Sadly, something happened there. It was just a little problem, but we still got our food. It was curry, I believe. I don't even know. I don't even know what most of the things that I tried, but I still love them either way. And I got some boba tea. It was the first time I actually tried boba tea, since we don't really have it here in Florida. So basically, the 30th of December, we were just lazy. We woke up late. We went to the basketball. He played basketball with some people, just random. Saw some birds, and then I met his best friend, and we went to his house, played some video games. It was a pretty chill day. Ate some pizza. We went to the basketball court there, and just had a pretty relaxing, laid-back day, and it was pretty cool. The 31st of December was the big day where we became tourists, and we went to the most touristy place in New York, that I could imagine, which was Manhattan. We went on a train and we're like, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna give you the tourist experience of your life. And I was like, please, let's do this. So we got on a train. I saw the first ever performers on there, and they sang some Spanish music, and I actually knew the song, which was pretty cool, to be honest. They gave me a little surprise when we arrived there. They put their hands over me, but I didn't videotape any of this. I was like, okay, you guys, you're taking me through some like train station that I don't even know. There's stairs here, you know? Am I not gonna trip or anything? And they reassured me. They're like, no, you're gonna be fine, just trust us. They uncovered my eyes, and before me I saw, I was out of words. I kept saying, oh my goodness, and I felt like, oh my goodness, the words have been taken out of my breath, because they took me to Grand Central Station. And I couldn't believe it. I was standing in the middle of Grand Central Station where the movie of Madagascar occurred, and I absolutely love Madagascar. I don't know. I was astonished. I had no words, and I was in the middle, and you know, just looking all around me like, oh my goodness, this is real. Like, this is happening right now. And I couldn't believe it. I took some video of inside. Usually they told me, or at least he told me, that it's usually packed there, but I'm guessing with Times Square going on, and it was the 31st and the countdown and everything, there were you know, just casually just people going from one place to another. And then we saw an orchestra, like little group of people playing, and I played violin. I'm in an orchestra in my school. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is pretty cool. They sound like professionals, to be honest. I originally thought that it was like music playing through the speakers of Grand Central Station, but it wasn't. It was them actually performing. I adore the cello player. I don't even know why. I am gonna give him props to all for playing there, because to be honest, they sounded amazing. He was cute, to be honest.
If you guys have seen 13 going on 30, this is the exact library where they took the picture of year 2004. And if you guys really know the movie and you guys liked it, this is where it is, and I can't believe I'm standing there.
So from then on, where I took the video of the library, we actually crossed the street, and this is the view from standing from where I was pointing, if that makes sense. Sadly, we couldn't get inside because we were way too early. We were there at 9:30, and the library opens at 10, I believe, so we couldn't get inside, but maybe next time. After that, we moved on and we went to this place. It's called Lord & Taylor. I believe it was a shop, and it was just covered with lights. It was amazing, and they had like background music and there was gingerbread in the house, and it actually sounded like a little winter wonderland. We actually found ourselves going to Empire State Building, which was amazing. And quick little fun story to tell, I put my nose on the actual building. I mean, how many times did you have the opportunity to tell someone, hey, you know what, I'll put my nose on the Empire State Building? I took a picture, which is right here, and it's amazing. And just make sure, if you're gonna go to the Empire State Building, if you have money saved up, because that will totally help you. The line is humongous, and there are people just standing outside, workers from there, just in case. It costs a lot, but to be honest, it's worth it. And we were just walking around, and again, we stumbled upon this church, and we went inside just for fun. It was beautiful. Everything was like a neo-Gothic type of feel to it. It's called the St. Patrick's Cathedral, if I am correct. If not, I'm so sorry. I think it's on 53rd Avenue. I will look that up. But it was just amazing inside and outside, and all, you know, that little Gothic type of style. From then on, we went to Rockefeller ice skating rink or something like that, and I took a picture. I really wanted to go ice skating, but there were just so many people, and plus it was like cold. It was like 43. Last year it was like even colder. So, I mean, 2 years ago now, because it's 2016. Oh my goodness. We went to Radio City, which was amazing. My friend took us to a diner. We ate this cheesecake. Oh my goodness. It's called Brooklyn's Diner.
I cannot express how deeply in love I felt with cheesecake, because I don't like cheesecake, to be honest, but oh my goodness, that piece just tasted like a cloud of heaven in your mouth. And I'm not exaggerating. Next we went to, you will not believe it, Times Square in New York. Times Square. I went to Times Square. it still shocks me, and like it feels so surreal, to be honest. And since it was the 31st, the road was kind of blocked, and they were having this little countdown that they always have, and when the ball drops and everything. So it kind of looked a little bit chaotic with a lot of people running around with like GoPros. But it was just full of people. The screens there are massive. They're like so huge and so like, I don't know, it just surrounds everything, and it makes me feel so tiny. We then walked to Central Park. That park was amazing. It was like a little breezy and cool, but still felt so nice. And you know, from walking everywhere, of course our feet hurt, but you know what, it was worth it. We ended up going to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. To be honest, yes, I have the little map thing, and it's like, it's huge, and this is just the first floor. I believe they have 2 floors, and I still have this. This is like my little souvenir from over there, because I didn't buy anything, but I mean, it was pretty awesome. And just thinking about how they got to build that stuff without all the technology we have these days, it's pretty cool.
Drink up every last drop and shake off the feeling that you're watching me now. I should have just told the truth.
They actually had like this little creepy big room of somehow what it used to be in one of their castles. I forgot what it was called, but it's just like this massive room all decorated in like medieval type of section. It's pretty cool. And we had to walk from one side of Central Park to the other side of the park, and like it was just, you know, how Central Park is this big rectangle, so we didn't walk from like first to all the way up here, because that would have been a great big walk. We went on to the planetarium, which was so cool. We went to watch a show in this big globe, and it was something about space, but it was amazing. It makes you feel so tiny when you get out of there, because it just explains the universe, and you know, how our planets move and how our universe is formed the way it is. To be honest, you feel so tiny, and just imagining, wow, this is the big city, but we're just one tiny little star in this whole big great galaxy. That planetarium actually connected to the American Museum of Natural History, and this is the floor plans. And we were actually just looking for the bathroom, and we ended up like, whoa, we were in a museum too, huh? That's pretty cool. You know, this is just the first floor. They have a ton there, and I don't know where we ended up, but it had this little whale structure on top of us, and we just saw people lying down, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna lie down. A picture of it, because it was literally this big great like whale, and I guess it was like a full scale model of, you know, of how it used to be or something. It finally came down to my last day in New York, and I'm gonna cry. So we woke up at like 4 in the morning. We're like, you know what, we're gonna go to the Brooklyn Bridge, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have the time of our lives. And then tells me like, hey, do you want to go to Times Square? I didn't really see it. There were a lot of people everywhere, you know, it was so chaotic. So we're like, you know what, let's go.
NYPD.
We went to Times Square, I took pictures. Here's like what I saw, and just owning the city. And then we left, and we decided that we were gonna go to Brooklyn Bridge because it still gave us enough time. We finally got there, But funny story, we actually went on the wrong bridge when we started walking. We were like almost 1/3 of the way through the bridge. It just popped in our heads like, this isn't the right bridge because we should be able to look out into the sea. And we had to walk back. So we finally found the bridge. It was amazing. They have like a little line for people who want to walk and another line for people who are biking and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then on the other side, like lower to us a bit, is where the cars pass through the bridge. It was a little bit chilly, of course. It was like 46 to 36 degrees or something like that. It was cold, especially for a Floridian like me, but I still loved it. I don't care. It's pretty weird because I like the cold and I kind of miss it. Sorry it looks a little weird, guys, but outside it just turned gloomy and it's like raining. And so now I had to turn my light on, so sorry if anything looks kind of weird. But anyways, it was time for me to pack and leave, and they drove me to the hospital, which was, the hospital? Oh my goodness, to the airport. They drove me to the airport, which was very kind of them, and I actually got to like witness what it was to have traffic in New York, which is pretty different from traffic over here in Florida. Not if you live in the like little city states though, like Orlando, like I'd understand, Miami. But from where I am, you know, traffic's a little bit different from over there. Oh, and I forgot to mention that later that evening, I think it was the January 1st, we went to this buffet and grabbed like 4 plates, and that's like a lot for me. So, I mean, you could say I had a pretty good meal. Sorry I didn't mention that, it's my fault. But anyways, I had to say my goodbyes at the airport, try not to cry, and thank them for letting me stay there for a week and have an awesome time for my winter break. So I took a video when I was leaving, and I actually had a pretty decent flight, to be honest. Nobody sat next to me, which was good, so I had the whole seat to myself. I had like leg room and everything, and I was watching some MTV, some Law and Order. People would know me, I like Law and Order and NCIS and stuff like that. So just so you guys know, the 411 is definitely tired from waking up at 4. It's a really long but amazing day. Yeah. I'm so glad that I got to share this experience with you guys. It was literally amazing. It's so different from where I am here, and once I stepped off the plane, like the whole climate was weird. It was feeling a little bit breezy, but it's like not that rough type of New York type of feel that it had. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being on this trip with me, and I took you guys through, and I hope you guys liked everything. I know I didn't videotape everything, but I really did try, but at the same time I tried to be in the moment, in there, and you know, experience it firsthand. I'll see you guys later on another video. Have an amazing week. Bye.